Our Greyhounds love to race each other around in the backyard. Though our two boys, Wilson and Mate, get a little too competitive.
Hey!
This many of them running around in the backyard, I really should have muzzled them. I could tell Mate was getting a little upset, and I think Wilson nipped him and probably tore open his tissue paper-like skin. So in this episode of The Greyt Show, it looks like Heather and I are going to have to patch up Mate, and then you and I are going to put together a dog first aid kit. Greyhounds have extremely thin skin, and a tiny nipper bite can damage them easily. We immediately sent a photo to the adoption group that we got Mate from, and they told us it actually wasn't as bad as it looked, and they recommended a course of action that we could administer ourselves as it was a Saturday and our vet was closed. First, we had to clean the wound. We figured this would hurt, so we muzzled him, but he was super chill and didn't fight us at all. We needed the wound to stay clean after we'd sanitized it, but I'm actually allergic to neosporin, so we didn't have anything like that. Now this is where the story gets weird. In lieu of that, our adoption group recommended pouring honey into the wound. It is extremely important for me to note that it must be unpasteurized honey, and not what you can commonly buy at the grocery store. Heather just so happened to have raw honey from a local beekeeper. Raw honey has a natural antibacterial quality to it. Next, we had to wrap Mate's chest and shoulders in a flexible bandage to keep the gauze pad in place. Unfortunately, the wound was located in the least convenient spot on his body, totally cramping his style.
He's more upset about the gauze than he is the wound. Poor guy.
When Mate got hurt, we were not very prepared to deal with it. Fortunately, this was not an emergency. He just laid on his bed while we scavenged the bathroom for supplies. But now, we need to remedy this. The first thing we need for our first aid kit is a container to put all of our supplies in. Now, I found this box for a leather care kit, and judging by the condition of this couch, we clearly don't use it. So this box will do nicely. Next, we need to fill this box. Now, in previous episodes of The Greyt Show, I have mentioned this book, Retired Racing Greyhounds for Dummies, and I am a dummy that has found this very useful. If we open up to the second page, you'll find a detailed list of items to put into a first aid kit. I don't have them all, but I have put together quite a few that I feel are essentials. I've also added in some that were recommendations from our adoption group. I think that we can all agree that bandaging is the most important thing to have in this box. So here I have sterile pads and flexible bandage. You may want some bandage scissors so that you can remove all of this when your dog is healed. They're blunted on the end so that you won't accidentally hurt your dog in the process. Some tweezers may be a good idea as well. Heather found these Styptic gel swabs. These are helpful for dealing with bleeding from small cuts, or say you trimmed your dog's nails too short and you've cut the quick. So that we don't have to use honey next time, Heather also acquired some antibacterial wound cream. Our adoption group also likes to use Animal Sense ointment, which is made by Young Living. I was so thrilled to find this little tool at the store by a happy accident. It is for removing ticks from your dog. Fortunately, I have not had to do this, but I understand you slide this little fork underneath the tick's head and then use a gentle twisting motion to lift it off of your dog's body. This is a massive improvement over my previous plan, which was just to light the whole house on fire. When dealing with a happy tail that is busted open on the end, our adoption group recommended taping a toilet paper tube or a sock onto the end of the tail to protect it while it heals. Sounds harsh, but duct tape will work so long as you apply it to the fur. After a few weeks of natural shedding, the duct tape will fall off. I would recommend not sticking tape to their tissue paper-like skin. Chapter 16 lists some common human medications that you can give to your dog. Benadryl can be useful for allergies and bug bites. It can also help to make your dog drowsy if you need to give that to them before a thunderstorm. Dramamine is good for motion sickness. Imodium AD is useful for diarrhea. Is that something that Greyhounds get? Enteric-coated aspirin is acceptable for swelling and pain relief, just the same as how you would take it. And finally, the book says you can use Tagamin for an upset stomach. Greyhounds come in a wide variety of size and weight. Definitely consult with your vet about the proper dosage before giving any of these medications. I am not going to be on the hook for this. Definitely speak with your vet first. Finally, I would recommend an agreed upon location in your home so that everyone knows where to find this quickly. All of the items we put in here today should help you with minor injuries and aid you in getting your dog to the vet for more serious situations. And now it's time for this episode's photo finish. This is a picture of several items in my first aid kit. I ask that all of you post pictures in the comments below of items that you have in your first aid kit. Perhaps you have a few things that I've missed that would be of great benefit. It looks like a storm is rolling in for the next episode of The Greyt Show. And Olive is indicating to me that she is not okay with this. So I'll be sharing with you our method for calming her down during thunderstorms. A link to that episode as well as the previous can be found over here. Down below you will find a link to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also find us across social media at Greyt Show. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.